And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of doing it. No LL Cool J. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the greatest professional wrestling podcast of all time. Oh yeah, no bleeps today, ladies and gentlemen. This is Let Me Book the Territory.
Please bleep that, wise man.
No bleeps, no bleeps. We dropping expletives like it's 97 and South Park is on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy A-Dub, the pod god, the pod tribal chief, OT-Dub, if you will, the original tribal dub, about to pop up and break down some graphs. But I can't do this alone. So, joining me on these pod streets, because we in these streets, you know I'm home here, is the flyest guy in all of podcasting, the richest guy in all of podcasting, and sometimes the highest guy in all of podcasting. Of course, I am talking about Chin Strap Jones. He's slapping the ass, he's slapping the bass, and he is B.A. DiBiase. What's up, Brody?
What's good, Dub, my brother, and Graps? It's I.B.A. DiBiase, a.k.a. Black IRS, a.k.a. the beef of the motherfucking East B.A. Bigelow. Since we ain't bleeping nothing out today, I'll follow Dub's lead.
Yeah.
And just say F it. B.A. Sokoa in the building, I guess so. After some jokes in the chat, so I'll take that tribal chief title today. So yeah, in the building, ready to recap an insane weekend.
There it is.
Craps.
And of course, joining us again is Westlake's own, Parma's own, East Cleveland's own. No, I'm kidding. Cleveland's own, the immortal bad guy himself, the dreaded up Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. Of course, I am talking about E-Ray. What's up, Brody?
What's up, bro? Chachos. It is I, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of Evil, the man of 7/8 teeth, Cleveland's own E-Ray.
Now Westlake's own?
Bullets, knives, and E-Ray.
There it is.
Guys, what's going on?
SummerSlam. Summer.
It did.
Summer of
Slam.
Oh, Hot Mania.
Hot Mania.
Hot Mania coming through.
Whew.
Whew.
Delicious.
What the? I hate this guy.
All right.
Variant.
Stop being my variant for at least 2 seconds so we can get through this pod, please. All right.
I'm trying.
So as you guys know, we were at SummerSlam as a pod conglomerate. Follow Let Me Book Pod on everything. We'll be slowly releasing out the content that we took out there. BA was quizzing motherfuckers about the first match of SummerSlam 1993. He was quizzing motherfuckers on who lost to King Mabel and shit, and no one got it right, and it was crazy. E-Ray was out here too sweeting everybody, and then I saw him stunner a few chicks. It was wild. But
That's crazy.
Besides that, an actual event happened too. And for all of our talk about last year's where not enough happened, they heard us. They definitely listened to the pod. We have all the evidence we need now because everything happened. starting off with the first match, and that led on later on to the night, the Judgment Day implosion. As Michael Cole so eloquently put it, SummerSlam 2024 will be forever known as the implosion of the Judgment Day. If you believe yourself the only way. And shout out to them for like just reforming the group, because that song slaps so much that they had to keep it.
You're so happy about that.
I want,
as long as I get my.
I want to start off by saying Dub was right. Dom chose. He was choosing. He chose the chicks who bought him some chicken nuggets, bought him a PS5, and who never whooped his ass in Liv and Morgan.
Gifts is his love language.
Hey, I get it.
And non-violence. He loves that too. Yes. Like, you know what my love language is? Not get my ass whipped.
Not get my ass whipped. I don't want to be beat in submission anymore. He realized like Rhea Ripley beat him in the submission. Liv just bought him gifts and showed him love.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
I mean, she showed him a lot of love. She said she lost her voice.
Submission. Keywords.
E-Ray, let me start with you. Thoughts on the match itself, the turn, that smile that Dom gave after he screwed Rhea over. Give me all the thoughts.
Man, it was. I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought I didn't think it would play out like that, like it did, but I enjoyed how it did, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was literally like, okay, he grabbed the chair, he's gonna fake it and accidentally hit her or something like that, and he's gonna feel confused, and they're gonna play this and roll this into Monday, and then we were gonna get it. No, he grabbed the chair, mommy, you can't lose, you can't win the title that way, and then literally just slid the chair in there, and Liv hit the oblivion on Rhea, and then he's yelling at the refs. He's like, all right, I'm
he just hops down,
and he gets down. And that smile was the dirtiest of the Dom era. And I loved it. I was like, that's fire. And then when Liv got out the ring, and it's like she didn't even want to believe it. She's like, wait a second, what just? And he was like, give me some sugar.
But he picked her up and said, things are happening.
To quote my guy, Bruce Campbell, aka Ash from Evil Dead, give me some sugar, baby. And they gave it the smooch action.
Groovy.
Damn right.
Definitely groovy. BA, you were with me on the whole thing of the turn. You saw it happen. As someone who has indulged in the milk before, you understood. I need to know. Did you know the turn was coming the second Dom grabbed the chair? Did you feel it in your loins, if you will?
He's not lactose.
No, and I felt it as soon as as soon as we saw Rhea pop up and they showed them to be the first match. I knew that this is what's about to go down. I was confident in it. Some would say if they listened last week, BA was the first one to say it, and Dub joined along, but I digress heavily. But we in the same boat together. It's all good. We in the same boat together.
This turn was gonna happen for months.
You have been. I've been speaking to the match. That's all I was
the moment
to.
she landed on top of him, and he made a choice right then and there. And then she bought him nuggets, and then she helped his niggas get tag titles, and then she bought him a PS5. I said, oh, I've seen this movie before. I've been a star. Yeah. I know how this
I'm not a star. Somebody
lied.
I got the nuggets in the car.
A PS5.
Let's go. Oh, I love it. Yeah, you're right.
You remember me like Dom Mysterio. I feel it. Oh man, so that led to another Judgment Day implosion as Gunther beats Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title with the help of one Finn Balor. So we got heels turning more heel.
Yeah,
crazy.
Well, technically, they were like heels. I don't know if they turned more heel. They just healed off on themselves to catapult the victim into face stardom.
But to,
like,
to
like,
quote
all right, go.
one B.A. DiBiase, how can a heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And we seen it.
We found out.
The question was answered.
We found out.
I was like, wow, that's impressive. In what might be my match of the night.
Ooh, okay.
I think. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed Gunther and Damian Priest going at it. It had a lot of energy, a lot of hype. The sun was down, so it was late. The vibes, man, the vibes.
All the
vibes. It was a good time. And then Seth. And then Finn doing the thing. And I was like, oh shit. Once again, they swerved me 2 times. Fooled me once, shame over me. Fooled me twice, never to be fooled again. But whatever George Bush said. I was like, wait. Damian is about to power up on Gunther because he just kicked Finn in the face. And I was like, oh, he about to take it off. He's like, you don't fuck with my niggas. All right. Rising up. Rise.
Ew.
Yeah. It's like Dragon Ball Z when you power up. He was sitting there powering up. And then I was like, wait a second. Then Finn just jumps in and puts the leg over. I was like, you did that to a nigga just kicked you in the face? I was like, oh, shit. And then out of nowhere, because only in Brown Stadium history has there ever been a in-match replay. Like, wait, what? I've never seen that before. You don't get to be like, hey, ref, run that beautiful bean footage. That's not a thing. But he just showed her and he was like, oh, okay. That's what you're doing? It was fantastic.
Which was very weird in the stadium because, like, in the stadium, it just looked like Damian's looking at us. We're like, what? What?
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. We stand up.
Gotcha. And they were like, oh, he wasn't looking at us. He was looking at the screen. I still think he was looking at us.
Yeah, he was waiting. I told him. I gave him the thumbs up, thumbs down. I was like, get him. Power.
BA, are you ready to find a new catchphrase to put in the intro? Because they answered the question of how can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is heel.
There's plenty of other sound bites that we could grab if we want to do that. I'm sure of ridiculous.
Maybe not from like penalty box era BA, but yeah, we can find.
That's
PG era BA.
PG era.
Oh,
ruthless aggression.
They're great. What?
Ruthless aggression.
I love my wife.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, as far as the whole catchphrase thing, I'm still gonna live with that because even though Finn did a hell of a job on reminding us that this is all a year ago where he was put in this position, and Damian was kind of about to fuck him over or fuck him over or not, whatever he did. It was problematic. So he created a whole thing around that. I'm not mad at it. Thanks for stealing my thunder, Finn. Now I have to come up with a new catchphrase, but it's all good. It's all
well,
good.
Can we admit, I think, and maybe this speaks to the level of heel that some of us on this pod may be as well. But technically, these people just invented slights to feel bad. It was like, I want to do some bad shit. I need some justification. Word of the day. I'm going to justify some bullshit.
The thing is, E-Ray, you have to understand, they believe theirs is the only way.
They believe their shit's the only shit. Yes, I agree.
And they know once they get to the other side, it's a wrap. And God knows Damian and Rhea want to send them to the other side. Terror Twins unite.
Oh my God. That grip, that choke grip. I was like, I was excited. Sorry. I was like, wait a second. He as soon as he got free, he was like, fuck this match. nigga, I'm killing you. That was so great for me. I was like, that's what I like. Just, you know what? I forgot where I was. Your ass gonna die. You ain't never been in that situation before until you've been in that situation. I've been in a crazy situation where I'm getting jumped by like 5, 6, 7 dudes. And I just see one nigga like, you. I point to him like Hulk Hogan. You. Start walking to this dude, taking punches in the head. Ah! That type of elite rage.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. When you get jumped, you have to pick one nigga and be like, you know what? When y'all talk about this later, there's one nigga that's not gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, we did get him too.
Right.
Yeah, we whooped that nigga ass, man. Stop talking about it. Why your eye hanging out? I said stop talking about it, man. Let's just go to Waffle House. Maybe Rhea there with Jey Uso, who was not on this card. Anyways, moving on.
Miss some yeet.
Again, all the things are happening. Which one do you guys want to talk about first? The IC title change, the US title change. Give me one.
I mean, wow.
I know how much you guys love Logan Paul.
Let's go that way. That's right in line.
BA, the Dipset title is now in the hands of one Los Angeles Knight. Logan Paul has another great match. When are you gonna challenge him in a boxing ring? I need to know.
August 24th. No, I'm just talking shit. Not happening.
At All In?
I ain't trying to deal with that. Right, exactly. August 25th is All In. But why would I even know that? Jesus, Wise Man is rubbing off of me. The AEW knowledge. Get it out of here. Sorry.
Just jettisoned it from his brain.
Just do it by heart.
You just reform your brain.
You just Shibata that shit.
$3.99.
Like E-Ray's rinkety dink Soul Calibur that he was talking about. My brain. So
bitch.
I mean, in all honesty, with this match, it was honestly it's not my favorite match of the night, but it was the most shocking match of the night as far as how hard they went. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a grap war. I should have known Logan Paul was going to show out in front of the city. But
you work
Los
one
Angeles
match every quarter. You got to go hard.
True,
and
especially when you in front of in Cleveland Browns colors in the stadium. Yeah, he had to. He had no choice. But yeah,
that was hard.
Shocker of the night.
E-Ray, anything to add on that one? Were you shocked at how hard Logan Paul went?
No. Pause.
The match in general.
But BA, I'm always just wondering how BA's brain works. Because I'm like, I've never seen a Logan Paul match that hasn't been like, oh no, he's going for it. That's why it was low key my like match that I'm excited for tonight. Even though I was full on with the Punk versus Drew 2024 Kendrick Lamar hater of the year, Drew McIntyre match with special guest referee Seth Rollins. Because I was like, oh, that's just got so much star power in there. It could have opportunity for everything. But this match, I was like, oh, I know this one's going to be a slapper because number one, Los Angeles Knight, true professional at his craft. And then you got Logan Paul that has knocked out everything out of the park. Every match he has, something fantastic happens, and he wrestles a great match. So I was like, this is probably gonna be a dope ass match. And guess what? It was. I knew some random interference. If you play it back, I think I called it. I said MGK was going to be there.
You did call that.
And I didn't know he was going to be cosplaying this Guy Fieri, or Limp Bizkit or some shit, but he was.
MG Fieri.
It was great. He took him to Flavor Town, but he lost his title there. So
Flavor Town.
I enjoyed it. I'm super pop. It was LA Knight is still as over as ever. Logan Paul, true heel, doing great work because he killed that shit. So if he wasn't a heel, the level of appreciation he would get, but he's such an easy guy to hate. So it just felt right. And it was like, Cleveland. They're like, he's from Westlake.
That was
He's
funny.
from Westlake. I was like, yes, this is so good.
That was so funny to hear that.
The
chant.
way he wrestles, it's so babyface almost. Besides the obligatory interference with some famous person.
Yeah.
Other than that, the way he like puts on the show and the way he wrestles, it makes you want to like him. It makes you kind of want to root for him. But yeah, fantastic match overall. And then that fucking move he did, people hate it. I seen this on Twitter. They show like, oh, Logan Paul doesn't have a single move of his own. So what? The fact that he is just Shang Tsunging motherfuckers, I'm okay with that. Because technically, he shouldn't be able to do some of the things he can do. The fact that he can just do anybody's moves, like difficult aerial assault moves, buckshot lariat, make that shit look like easy. We seen CM Punk, who's been doing this wrestling for 30 years, attempted twice and can't land it. This nigga wake up and do it.
E-Ray, you know what's funny about people that say that? People used to say the same thing about Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has everybody's moves in his moveset. Kevin Owens walked on day one in WWE on Monday night, whatever match he had with John Cena, and busted out a marrow salt. Like a marrow salt, frog splash. He's doing the fucking stunner. But now because they just want to hate Logan Paul, they won't say it about KO anymore. But when KO's coming up, you say same thing about KO. The only move he had at his own was that pop-up powerbomb.
That's true. But he's KO.
Yep.
And he's earned the respect. Logan Paul, you want to hate him. You want to hate him. But like I said, I was like, oh, I hate the thought of him. But matches go hard.
Yeah, like
kudos.
He's hateable as a person. But like
Yes.
I was telling one of my homies, I'm like, yeah, I don't like this guy from everything I've heard about him and read and seen him talk in like real life, but he was born to be a professional wrestler. He's damn good at that.
It's
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
gotta agree.
It's comparable to me. It's like Drake. Never liked Drake as a person. I always thought he was extremely corny or annoying or whatever. Like it was just something to me that I was just like he's a great actor though, and he makes great music. At the time with his original career, and you're watching the music, I'm like, oh, this music is so vulnerable in the period of people getting shot in the face or talking about they're shooting everybody in the face and selling all types of cocaine. I was like, I don't have that experience. You know what I do know? Women. That's what I know. I was like, I know this life and feeling these feelings of this and that and blah, blah, and all the interesting things that encompass. It's like, yep, I should. But that's what I know. But him as a person, I was like, oh my God, every time you see him pop up like, yeah, Rihanna, you know, I was like, oh, I hate this nigga. Why is his music so damn good? That's Logan Paul. Logan Paul like, stop talking.
Logan
and
Paul
then you watch him go do a
wrestling.
fucking spinning moonsault plancha or some shit. You're like, okay, yep.
Like, oh yeah, no, he's really good at this thing. Yep. All right, so moving forward, Sammy got speared back into the bloodline. Is there anything to talk about there really with that title change?
Probably my least favorite match on the card.
It was the shortest.
I picked the
Well,
right
you
match
didn't even
to
see
get up
it.
and get food. I went up and got.
I
got
watched
up
it
and got
later.
food.
Oh.
I rewatched it when I was laying on the couch, all 8 seconds of it. It felt like it didn't do us any service to Sammy, but I get it. Long card,
Yeah.
decently long card. I mean, it wasn't long in matches, but just got a lot of things to do here. Let's get this on and off. Let Braun hit you with 2 spears and call it a
The
day.
one thing I remember about that match is by the time it was over, I had a pumpkin beer in my hand. Shout out to E-Ray.
That's what friends are for.
Nia takes the belt off of Bailey. Again, no surprise there. Good match though.
Another good match.
That was a good match. But again, no surprise there. Tiffany tries to interfere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we talk about that?
Okay.
That's the match, or
Really?
that's the shock there that Tiffany didn't cash in. I thought they were definitely trying to screw Nia, but I wanted her to win. was like, I think Nia's gonna win this, but I was like, I hope Tiffany doesn't cash in.
I mean, I called Tiffany cashing in, so I was shocked. I was as shocked as anybody, because that's what put me down to 5-2 on the picks. We'll get to
that. I had a question about that, but I'm shocked that they just let her. I mean, maybe they'll address it on SmackDown, but the fact that she tried to cash in but failed and then acted like nothing happened.
But did she though?
She ran down there with the ref. With the ref.
She ran in and then
had
she got
the briefcase.
Clocked. Yeah, but they always carry the briefcase. She ain't like, I'll leave the briefcase in the back so you guys know. You gotta have that
but
suspension of disbelief.
Too, though,
like
in the sprint.
Wait, the ref was coming with her?
Ref was with her.
Yes, and sprinting.
Okay. Well, maybe that's the part that I missed. And I was I get it.
It was a long day.
So yeah, I can't explain that one away. So you got me.
Hey, I'm just it'll make some good conversation on.
Well, let's be real, BA. We know this breakup is coming at some point. It's just a matter of when.
Sooner rather than later, but
you think
I like what's happening right now. The breakup, yes.
I
don't know if the cash in happens, but I know they're gonna not be rocking with each other.
Oh, I think the breakup and the cash in are one and the same.
You could be
I don't know,
right.
man. They gotta sell some of them pink briefcases with the strap on it. Pause.
Yeah, gotta give it a couple more with the strap.
They gotta sell those.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but like with the sales thing, does Tiffany cash in at the Rumble?
Man, that's too long down the tube.
Because that gives them the whole holiday season to sell the briefcases.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. I just don't know if it goes that way.
Are they confident enough for Tiffany to be walking into Mania as their champion is the question.
Okay, so the way I see it is it really depends on how Nia's reign goes. Because you already have one champ that's kind of tied into a group thing. She's not standing on her own merit, which is fine.
Right.
Because she's doing such good character work all around.
And it's such a good story, and the title's part of it. It makes sense.
Exactly. So it's just like, whatever. That's good. And we know she's not like just no dominant champion. So it works. Do you really want to do that with your other champion, even though she is a dominant woman? It's just like having her and Tiffany. I think it kind of becomes a Damian and Finn situation, where it's like, all right, they're good friends, but then the briefcase keeps coming in between them. But she has the title, so she's kind of looking at her back like, no, I wasn't gonna try. And then when you think, kind of, honestly, kind of like MJF and Adam Cole. And it's just like, right when you think, and then it happened. Like later, when we're like, first you're thinking it and we're wishing for it, and every time you're wishing for it and it just doesn't happen, and it has opportunity, you see like she's gonna turn on her, and then she doesn't, and then maybe they do join like some good friendship or something, and maybe
and does Tiffany pop up on Raw a couple of times to like really throw you off?
That would be good. I would do all the things, like keep it spicy, keep it interesting.
Yeah, if they're gonna have her holding it till Rumble, they gotta keep it spicy.
So let me ask you this, E. When would you have Tiffany cash in? Let's assume Nia has a good run.
Let's see. It's August now.
Correct.
September, October, November.
There's no PLE in December.
Bad Blood or Survivor Series. I think maybe Survivor Series might be.
So then you're not. So then you're not selling pink briefcases over the holidays.
Oh, you really want the holiday run?
That's BA's theory. They want to sell the briefcases, and if you get it past October, then you may as well just let it run for the whole holiday at that point.
Yeah. I think November is a good time to release it. It's August now. You got a couple PLEs. You got a couple weeks, months, and then it's like, okay, now we see what it really is in November, and I think that's where it comes to it. And I think Nia becomes somewhat of like a fan favorite almost. Like people start to really root for her crushing people because it is fun. I really enjoyed that match. Shout out to man. I'm gonna just be calling out random shit of the night. I think everything's just of the night. It's between think it's between Bailey and Logan Paul for spot of the night. Thoughts.
I mean, I love Pam, but Logan has some spots.
I mean,
crazy spots.
He had the spot, but then again, Pam just picking up Nia, walking with her. But that's the Bianca Belair spot. She walked with it and slammed that thing. You seen it go like some Jello.
Nah, that's a good point.
Loved it. I loved it. That was a great spot. That made the match. That like hyped the match. That took it to another level. So again, one way or another, I love them both. I think Nia has like the capability to get people either rooting against her so hard, but when she gets her heart broken, people are gonna want to like kind of root for her a little bit. So I don't know. I think November wouldn't be a bad time to have her cash in. I don't even know if she's gonna be successful though, because I think with that briefcase has been 100% a success rate. I think they got to break it.
I think she's gonna be successful.
I think this is the longest that isn't this the longest a woman has held the briefcase without cashing it in? Because usually they cash it in the same night as the pay-per-view.
No, the longest was Io. Io held it for damn near a year.
Oh, she held it till
SummerSlam last year.
SummerSlam, yeah, she held it until she couldn't hold it anymore, essentially.
That's a good point.
So WWE marketing team and the WWE shop team, I want you guys to listen. Head writer E-Ray said, you niggas got till Black Friday to sell them briefcases.
Yep. Mark them down.
Survivor Series Saturday. Oh, we're going to put them shits on sale. Just letting you guys know right now, as we are the head writers of your entire company, whether you knew it or not, y'all got till Black Friday to move them briefcases, brother.
A check better be in the mail.
All right. Let's get to the shits.
That wasn't already the shits?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, BBL Bailey, she got a rumper on her, but that was not the shits. I want to get to one of the hottest takes I've heard in quite a long time. BA, I don't know if you heard this take, because the homie E-Ray said it while you were kind of in between, passed out on the couch when your children were trying to torture you.
It's every day.
The homie E-Ray said he don't believe CM Punk got it anymore.
Oh no, I was awake for that.
You were okay. This. I couldn't tell you because
I was a part of that.
We were so exhausted on Sunday and all just barely living that I wasn't sure if you actually heard him say it. I want to get your thoughts because I thought that match was pretty good, and I thought the story they told, especially at the end, was chef's kiss. But you being the bigger CM Punk fan of the three of us, I want to know.
This is my match of the night. I looked at this match as my match of the night, even though Punk lost. I mean, I knew it happened in all the ways that I thought it would happen. They teased some. Oh yeah, the infamous bracelet still in Drew's possession, and that being a whole thing in the match. It's ringing true of SummerSlam '97, like some of the spots with involving Seth and things like that. To the argument of if Punk still got it or not, he's just got it, and I think I don't want to still erase thunder, but I agreed with him in the conversation that he has to find a new style. He has to find his old nigga style, so to speak. Everybody that's still hanging around in the Graps world to still be hanging around has to evolve with the Graps as far as what their bodies let them do and not let them do anymore.
So he got to play the hits.
The hits, but some of the hits don't even look that convincing anymore. Like that running knee, stop doing that, Punk. I don't buy it. And it's hard to buy when you can't get up there no more. Especially like maybe against a Drew, it just didn't look great to me because Drew's so tall. But it's not. It's. I mean, you still keep your GTS and stuff, but overall though, like bro, like it's like, and my one boy who's a Punk hater was saying, and I couldn't disagree. He was like, he's just so tired 5 minutes into a match. I'm like, I can't knock that. That is true. That man is sweating like me if I was in a wrestling ring. So yeah, bro,
so does he need reps to get it back in the ring shape? Because so you figured when he came back,
I think so.
he was in the Rumble. He was in there for quite a long time. Didn't look gassed, but then he got hurt.
Right.
And what the Rumble was his first match in like damn near a year after the whole AEW shit.
Right.
And again, even there, he had like one or two matches before that blew up again. Like,
yep.
Even in his return to AEW, we all thought he was working too much because he's so damn old.
And that's what I was gonna say. He was working a lot in AEW. He was on every Dynamite until he wasn't allowed to be no more. And then he was wrestling on every Collision of a handful that he was on.
But then does that lead to E-Ray's point that maybe he just ain't got the gas no more?
I don't buy that.
Okay.
I don't buy that yet. Just because he's gotten himself in so much better shape than he was in AEW. I feel like AEW Punk just looked tired. Like he just looked like he could not.
Because he was working with children.
Workload. Hey, I get it. Working with fucking children will do that.
So then let me ask you this then. So in his old man style, there's levels to it, right?
Yeah.
There's the Rey Mysterio, who is essentially just a shell of himself. He is a 619 and a drop in the dime splash, and that's pretty much all Rey Mysterio is now.
Yep.
Even with all the stem cell treatments. There's, I guess, the John Cena, who's gonna play the hits, but then John's also gonna give you a few moves you haven't seen from him. And then there's the Randy Orton old style of, I can still do the most of this, but I'm not going to because I don't have to because I'm Randy Orton. What CM Punk old man style does he need to fall into to like be better served going forward in this run?
I think the Randy style you just described, if we're going to look at a box to put it in, so to speak, how Randy wrestles now, because I'm sure Randy can do a lot more than what he gives us, and with all reason, like, because the man's whole back will just shatter if he's out there trying to do anything remotely different than what he's doing now. So Punk just gotta, and again, I think that you have to give him those random matches with people on Raw instead of just promo cutting after promo cutting after promo cut, because we've seen it, we love it. I love when Punk cuts his promos, but I want to see him around. So let's start incorporating some matches, some random ass matches with people.
Yeah.
Like he was doing at AEW. Like he was getting people over like that, or trying to at least. So you should do
and
some
check
shit
out
like
that ring rust.
Yeah.
Yeah,
even you can
like,
work out as much as you want, but it's different when the crowd's in front of you.
His body looks far better, but the work I was not really impressed with. And again, even pulling some of the punches, like it's Drew McIntyre. You can hit him. He'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll survive.
He's not gonna get injured.
He's fueled by hate,
brother. It's like, fine, hit him. And it was too soft. That match didn't hit as hard as I thought it would. And I was like, oh man. But great shirt. Great merch.
I love the finish. I love the finish of the match. Punk seeing the bracelet on Seth's hand. What are you doing?
I called that too. I called that while we were there. I was like, he's gonna see this.
You did. And then hit him with the go to sleep. And then next thing you know, he gets his head kicked off. Look,
as he should have.
Beautiful finish.
Yeah,
beautiful finish.
It was great, but I think the original topic for me came from CM Punk and not really knowing if he still has it. And I don't know if we'll find that out until, I think honestly, you know what I think it is? He might be trying to be safe as possible until Mania.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it is.
Like, I can't get into it again,
so
brother.
he can get this main event.
Yeah.
He wants to main event Mania more than anything.
Yeah, and his body just keeps betraying him. His fucking Achilles and shoulder and all this stuff just falling off the bone. It's tender as hell.
Old man injuries,
pot.
though. Those are like the stuff you can't out train to try to stop from happening.
Crock pot body.
Yes.
Just so tender.
Can't stop an Achilles.
Off the bone.
Yeah, that kind of stuff start happening.
Wings. Just CM Punk would be a cannibal's fucking delicacy. Like, this punk. Got some of this punk right here. Delicious.
So when the events of the Fallout video game happen, there's somebody in Chicago is going straight to Punk's house. Like, yeah.
Just like,
look at my, I see rotisserie.
This cult of personality is delicious. Like
cult of personality spice.
Right.
I wonder if that arm really tastes like Pepsi. All right, so let me ask you this question.
Yes.
So
yes, sir.
we all agree that Punk needs more reps.
Yes.
We all know that this is probably the most stacked roster they've ever had.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see Punk work with on a random Monday Night Raw?
Everybody.
And
Odyssey Jones.
And why is it Ludwig Kaiser?
That would be a great match.
I like that match because it makes sense, and it can play within some story. I think it's just so many random him and Chad Gable.
Oh,
great.
That'd be great.
That could be I'm thinking if anybody can put you through the paces and make you go, it's gonna be Chad Gable. That guy can go. Unlimited engine. Trying to think who else. Carmelo Hayes.
He's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I thought about that as I said it, but fuck it. Cut him loose. Let's see him Punk do his thing. He needs the rep.
Would he get
On a
anything
live
out of
show,
working
maybe.
with a Braun Breaker? I feel like he might get himself hurt working with
No.
I don't think that makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's
what I was thinking.
I would keep that
possibly the worst
freight train as far away from CM
that's
Punk
Goldberg
as
territory.
For real.
Yeah, if CM Punk is the
Breaky.
closest thing we got to Brett, Braun Breaker is the closest thing we got to Goldberg. But don't get me wrong, Braun Breaker is a much safer worker. But CM Punk is so brittle.
In what, less than 3 years?
Yeah. CM Punk is so brittle. Like you saw Braun running those ropes. You want CM Punk to take that spear?
Right. No.
Fatality.
Just half himself. Die. No.
CM
I'm
Punk
good
versus
on that.
Pete Dunne. That'd be a good one.
Also a good one that I would like to see. Trying to think who else is on Monday Night Raw.
Karrion Kross.
I know who we can keep him away from.
Karrion Kross.
No, that actually would be okay. Keep him away from Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah.
We gonna get to that in a second. But before we get there,
I'm just saying.
can we talk about how Cody rules the Isle of Samoa now? He won both Bloodline rules matches. I'm assuming he's the new king of Samoa. That's how it works, right?
That's a great point.
Oh, absolutely. It's literally like Stone Cold winning a Punjabi prison match.
And he had to
Like,
overcome
this
the
is my match
Tongans
now.
too. So is he the king of Tonga too?
Oh yes.
Is Cody
Oh yeah.
Cody the king of Samoa Tonga? He unified the countries?
Tonga.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
course.
Just wondering. So in that
He's our new
Bloodline
tribal
rules
chief.
match, Cody, well, to say he won was a kind of an overstatement. He survived with help from the OTC, original
Owens?
tribal chief, cuz.
Oh.
You guys, you didn't believe it. You didn't believe in Roman Reigns. You thought the tribal chief, you thought the final boss was coming back because the final boss was done with his movie. And I said, nah, Roman coming back. You gotta let niggas know. Sometimes you gotta pop up. He decided to pop up and show niggas.
I kind of knew Roman Reigns would be there, but I was hoping we'd also get the final boss to draw the lines in the sand.
I know.
But
I get.
I'm okay with that.
I want to see the final boss too. I haven't seen The Rock in like 20 years.
What? We just saw.
So I'm saying like live in person.
Oh, in person.
In
Gotcha.
person,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
It's been
I've
a-
never seen him in person.
It's been about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Had to rub shoulders in Hollywood.
Hollywood E, back in the building.
Final boss.
Final boss. Wait till you see final boss E at the craps table in Vegas when we at Mania next year. Woo! Let it
Follow my
ride.
lead.
Get out of my head.
What the fuck?
Just follow my lead is all I'm gonna say if y'all want to win some money.
I don't like this. Stop it.
I'm taking 2 weeks off. This is getting weird.
Yeah, we gotta separate. They're merging. This is like time streams, time cop rules all over again. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. I lost my train of thought. The final boss made his return.
He did not.
Excuse me, not the final boss. You throw me all the way off.
Just ruined his brain.
Damn it, Dub 616.
Let me refurbish
Chill
your
out.
brain.
The tribal chief made his return and put Solo in his monk place with, again, playing the hits. Superman Punch, the loudest ooh-wah ever. I'm sure that showed up on the Richter scale somewhere. Hit him with that spear. Gave Cody the nod of real niggadom. And then Cody was like, no, I'm not taking this pin. Crossroads, 455. And then the 1, 2, 3. And then they did the point. Actually, no, I take that back. The point was Roman pointing at Solo, as Solo was sitting at the announce table screaming with Jacob Fatu, holding them like Samuel L. Jackson holding Leo DiCaprio in Django Unchained. No, my tribal chief, I love you. No.
Solo. He was only tribal chief. Solo. And Roman still had me. It was too summer went to fight. Solo.
Movie's great.
Great times at for everybody but the bloodline.
Solo Unchained, that might be the name of this episode.
Solo Unchained. Yeah, I think that's it. Bookmark that. Yeah. Solo. Wait, so is Solo Kevin Candy?
Yeah.
Or whatever that.
Yeah. Essentially.
Jacob Fatu being
Steven?
Samuel Jackson?
Steven, no. That motherfucker was Steven in that movie.
My tribal chief. Yeah, that's great. And Roman's Jenga.
And Cody's Christoph Waltz.
I was about to say it. That's why I just shut up. I was like, no.
What was his name? Dr. Schultz?
Something. Dr. Schultz. Yes, he's the guy that put your shoes in.
I think that was his name. Dr. Schultz.
Might be.
Yeah, he was a dentist who killed people.
Fantastic. I'd watch that movie. Recast it right now.
100%.
Solo Unchained.
100%. Yeah, Dr. King Schultz. Yeah, he was a dentist who was a bounty hunter.
Technically, it would have to
like
be.
Slavery.
Technically, it had to be Roman Unchained, but it doesn't sound as good.
No.
Solo Unchained is the movie. It's a movie about a Samoan slave owner that just goes to a plantation. And then, some other Samoans just murder him. Yeah, I liked it. Fuck it. I don't care. Do it.
And then this white man shows up to take him down, but then he needs help from another Samoan. From an ousted King Samoan.
Whoa.
It's like Django Unchained meets like The Lion King meets...
Hey, look.
Roman and Simba and Django.
What they tell you in Hollywood, everything is just recycled plots, and there's only 5 thematical themes anyway. Let's just do it. Just smashed 3 of the movies that we love together. There we go. The Lion King meets Django Unchained meets Frozen somehow. I don't care. I'd watch that.
Oh man. But Steven, aka Jacob Fatu, was telling Solo to let it go. Let it go. The original tribal chief has returned.
Hey,
oh man.
I'd watch that.
So, is SmackDown like can't miss now that the tribal chief is back? You're still gonna miss it on Friday.
No, I'm gonna actually watch it. I think I'm gonna try. I'll make more effort. Let's put it that way.
That's fair.
Because now I'm starving to find out how Roman approaches this, how Cody distances himself from this, and then what other recruits and how this plays out for Roman. Because now is Roman now the target? Because it was Cody. Cody's like, thanks, guy. It's like my stand-in, and I've been to get my ass whipped. All right, stunt Samoan, and then put it. Here comes Roman. Now Roman has to fight every week. But I don't know. I'm very curious to see how that works.
Doing shit every week? Ooh.
I know, right?
We in 2020 again?
Well, up until October. Then he's like, all right, I'm out of here. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens or how it happens, but
you think Jimmy comes back on Friday?
That would be good. That would be good. And then you start seeing them getting the gang back together.
So, and it's kind of hard. You kind of think about it like, you got to set this up for November Survivor Series, but again, that's still quite a ways away. And then how much do you want to have Roman interact with the rest of the bloodline on a physical aspect before then?
Correct. Because we still have reports that Jacob Fatu may not be evil. He might be a double agent.
Yeah, he might be a double agent. He might be hurt.
Fatu.
He might be like super selling it. We don't know.
All reports say he was super selling it, and he's supposed to keep him and Roman forever clinching. Like that was the whole thing, and I was like, well, that's genius.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Not even a little bit.
There's still reports that Tangaloa might not be ready to go for a while. His eye isn't actually bruised. He actually has a concussion. But again, he caught an RKO on Saturday, so he might be okay. He might have CTE. No one really knows. Yeah, I don't know if their concussion protocol says you can take, this protected list of moves, how the RKO made it to the list.
It's like,
I would never know.
What? Hey, what are you seeing right now? You see any fingers? Stars and stripes. That's what I'm saying. I'm fucking concussed, damn it. I can't see shit. Everything's sparkly. Like, okay, good. No more of those. No more. Just one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how things work out for the tribal chief and how they spawn this forward. But it's definitely an uptick for SmackDown. I'll say that for sure. With that said, overall SummerSlam.
We gonna grade it?
Yes.
Ooh.
Got to grade it.
I'm gonna give it an A.
Solid A.
That might be a little hyperbole from being there in person with you guys. Love you guys. But all the things happened, and even though like the things happening seemed kind of predictable in the way the stories were going, the fact that they happened still means something. Damn it. So yeah, I'm gonna give the whole show a solid A for me.
Okay. BA, knowing all the things that you've seen in Mania, what do you give, Hot Mania, excuse me. What do you give SummerSlam grade wise?
I think I gotta stick with the preliminary grade I gave of B+. It's where there was a bunch of stuff that happened. The match quality of some of the matches was amazing. Some of them was meh. There weren't any stinkers. So yeah, B+. I think it's fair.
Did you tell me what match was meh besides? I was just curious. I'm not challenging you. I'm just curious. I don't know if I might have missed that.
You're fine. I'm going through the card in my head. The Braun and Sammy match, it just proved that was Sammy was just a placeholder for that to get the title from Gunther to Braun. Especially the way he won it so dramatically at Cold Mania, aka Normal Mania. You can't have him lose like that, but I get it to the point of what you said earlier. Other meh matches. this may be controversial, but the main event, waiting for Roman, just kind of waiting for Roman, is kind of what I felt that match was.
Okay.
Because this is a bloodline match, man. You know what? All the hits of what's about to happen.
We didn't know all the surprises we were gonna get as BA's internet takes a shit once again.
Cleveland's broken.
Did it?
I broke Cleveland. Sorry, guys.
It's not broken again. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was.
Yeah,
You just sat
That's
there like
froze.
you look the most hopeful.
y'all niggas destroyed
Like a
my
Step
damn
Brothers photo
Wi-Fi.
at JCPenney.
It was working just fine before you motherfuckers came in my house.
I'm still connected to it. Thank you, BA.
Sons of bitches. Still.
Purple bike, baby.
Thank you. Now I'll be changing that password.
I didn't say the whole thing.
I know you didn't have to say anything. Like he's just like, I'm not secure.
Not secure.
I'm gonna go A minus. A minus. It felt right. A lot of things felt right. Again, I think
You give it a minus
forward-
because of those bright lights they had shining in her face when the sun went down.
Besides
man.
that, the fact that the board behind us could, like, I think it would have been better to put the match on there, kind of like Jerry Jones and Jerry World, where you could see stuff at the top as well. That was annoying to me, and I was like, oh, they just have the sign, and you just see the fire or the graphics. I want to see the match because I'm looking there, and I got to look behind me to see entrances and stuff like that. That was like a minor gripe. But as far as the matches, like you both alluded to, so much happened. 4 title changes in 7 matches.
Yes.
And I think 7 matches, technically 6 or 7 matches should be what all the PLEs strive for going forward. I think 6 matches is probably like the sweet spot. 7 should be reserved for any two-night event. That just it didn't feel too long, but I didn't feel like, oh man, that was quick. Like it didn't have enough to it. So, and I enjoyed pretty much all the matches. Like I said, except for the one I didn't get to see because I was going to do my beer run, and then when I seen it, I was like, oh, I ain't missed shit. So, yeah, A minus for me.
Okay. So you hear that? You hear that, Trips? You average out to about an A. So congratulations.
Good job.
First SummerSlam running the ship without the evil creepy man creeping over your shoulder. Proud of you, Trips.
Yeah.
All right, to Monday Night Raw. Where do you guys want to start with Monday Night Raw? You want to start with the intro? You want to start with the Terror Twins completely in their face turn? You want to start with Seth Rollins dying damn near?
Yeah,
Start right there. We ain't got to talk about everything.
Okay, just wondering.
Seth Rollins died.
So Bronson Reed went up to Pierce in his office, says, yo, why does Sammy get a rematch? And why am I not on that card? Why am I not on this card? And Adam Pearce was like, well, you know, matches were agreed to ahead of time, blah, 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 blah. And Bronson was like, bet.
I can do this all day. Awesome.
So, after the CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre thing where they squared up and looked like a Mortal Kombat versus screen for like 5 minutes until Kendrick Lamar, Hater of the Year, said, hey Punk, still got your family. Accent time.
You got your family.
Punk was like, yeah, fuck this. Boom. Ran up there and Seth was like, what's up, bro? I want to fight. And Bronson was like, I'll be your Huckleberry. And proceeded to beat that nigga ass. Oh, what did Cole say? Half a dozen tsunamis.
Internal bleeding.
If Seth Rollins was a small Asian country, he wouldn't be on the map anymore.
damn, that's accurate.
I was thinking it. Wasn't gonna say it. Just saying.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, brother. Internal bleeding. Seth Rollins looked like he might be dead. Shout out to him. Gets written off TV
Organs galore.
again, so he can go be with his family. They keep trying to tell him, yo, just go be with your family. You're hurt. Nope. Oh, we're gonna write you off TV. Go be with your family. Nope.
Squish.
Bronson, we need you we know we're writing him off because you're gonna attack him. We really need you to send him home.
6 tsunamis. Just kept climbing to the top rope. He was like one of BA's kids. Just climbing jumping off and murdering people. I was like, damn. And the crowd was me. One more time. Do it again. This is entertainment.
Yeah, if Seth Rollins comes back as heel, he's justified. If he comes back as fuck you people, he's justified.
If he comes back alive, because that man's guts, do you have it? Are all over the fucking ring. It's crazy.
If he comes back at all, he might actually beat CrossFit Jesus.
Again, I think so. Go take all CrossFit Games this weekend in Texas, by the way. Shout out to them.
Are you going?
Tickets being more expensive than Mania.
You're not.
That's crazy.
I am not going. I was like,
that's crazy.
What? That's crazy. But yeah, Seth might be down here working it out. He got to do a couple swimming pull-ups, kipping push-ups and shit. So I don't know. His organs all over the end tables. Can't ask him nothing. He did.
So then where does this put Bronson on the card? Is he right below main event now, since the guy that was there is spitting up blood and the other two guys that are there are chasing each other over a bracelet?
Excuse me. I would say beyond what our famous producer would have you believe. That man's he's in the mid card now. He just pushed his way into it. And it's it just depends on how they treat him moving forward. All they gotta do is feature him and just make him splash more people and clear that just murder him. Murder some more people. And it's damn, he's really beating. If he goes after Braun Breaker, that's what's gonna piss me off. And I'm all this was for naught.
Yeah.
But if he continues to go after the heavyweight title now with Gunther around, or the people who are challenging Gunther, let's say he now goes after, well, I guess he can't go after Jey Uso because Jey Uso's going to be tied up. But I need that level, that caliber person, because we realize and we think Jey Uso is
what a great way to write off
event.
Jey Uso. Write him off TV for a little bit.
Get him tsunami.
Get him tsunami.
But then
45 times.
But then what does Sammy do? I think you got to keep him
off
there.
TV.
Damn, who's gonna be left? Written off TV. Who's next? Off TV. Everybody.
Well, I mean,
off TV.
I'm sure they're gonna try and get some work out of Shinsuke at some point, so he can come back and get written off TV.
Are they?
Tsunamis for listen, they paying Shinsuke $1.5 million. At some point, they got to get a return on that investment, and it's not just when they go to Japan.
My hero.
Mine too. Fuck that work shit. I get it. Go surf. If I knew how to surf, I'd be right next to Shinsuke. Let's do this and get paid to not work. I feel you.
That's crazy. I would feel a little good. I'd probably be like Seth Rollins. I'd be giving it way too much. No one asked you to do this. Hey, I'm here. I enjoy it. I love it.
Yep.
All my spine.
Me and Shinsuke eating dragon rolls. Damn, look at that motherfucking E-Ray working so hard. Fucking crazy.
What is what?
I know how y'all eat dragon rolls. Can't be California rolls or something. Gotta be dragon rolls.
No, it's gotta be dragon.
Gotta be dragon rolls.
Shinsuke don't eat California rolls.
Right.
Shinsuke's about to kiss shots to you right now for even suggesting that.
It's probably like like eating a burger to them.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
Right. It's the equivalent of a burger. Basic.
Oh man. So yes, that's Bronson's new role. You listening, writers? If you need somebody to write off TV for a few months, Bronson Reed, tsunami after tsunami after tsunami after tsunami. Natural disaster.
Shit.
You're welcome.
Made a career out of Earthquake. I saw Earthquake. Earthquake got famous for killing Hulk Hogan, basically. So shout out to that
famous
whole
enough.
booking style.
Oh, too far? Too far?
Yeah.
Damn, Dub said who?
Right.
Earthquake didn't do his job good enough, brother. Terry's still breathing.
They had that hotline and everything. Get well soon, Hawk.
No,
if that wasn't a shocker.
Never. What was more shocking? BA, let me ask this question. What was more shocking?
Damn.
Bronson taking Seth out and making Seth spit up all his blood, or Randy Orton deciding to pop up and say, "Hey, nigga, you never pinned me. Just want to remind you that."
Oh,
I want my title shot, even though I'm on SmackDown. But
I mean, as far as the surprise, that was more shocking to me. The Bronson Reed coming out, that was shocking too. But I'm all about rules and regulations and things like that. And the fact he just popped up on Raw like that, I was like, so we just allowed to show up now. This is where we officially don't care about the draft anymore. Got it, Trips. Understood.
Yeah, about to walk into a Wells Fargo and start taking customers.
Shit, I do that anyway, baby.
Welcome to Chase.
So why are you worried about it then?
Hey, that's a whole different ball game. I ain't gonna get into my day.
I'm confused.
My job is to take money from other banks.
You want to open up what account with them? Fuck out here, these niggas don't know shit. Come over here.
Right.
You want your financial advisor
to your names?
Dancing all in the video.
That's hate.
Getting you penny stocks. You don't? Come over to BA Incorporated. Yeah, I get it.
Wait.
BA Night. I get it. I see the vision.
Damn right.
I don't know. Neither one of those were that shocking to me. What was more shocking to me by far, was Karrion Kross got a win.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what?
I forgot about that.
You get those? It's like when you see a big dude do a fucking moonsault. You're like, what?
They really not giving up on him, man. That's impressive.
Shout out to them though, because I really analyzed what was happening, and I was like, there's some things starting to fall in place. I'm not mad at it.
Did AOP take off the SWAT gear?
Nope.
I don't know. I wasn't focused on them.
Odyssey Jones.
It was just Karrion Kross.
Are the hoots still?
And I was like, you know what? The promos are starting to make more sense, and he got like a little bit of a catchphrase. I like what's happening.
Promos are better. I don't. And the clean shaven thing, it kind of weirds me out. He needs some facial hair.
No, that was a request. That was a special request by Charlotte.
By Charlotte?
Scarlett.
You know something I don't know?
Scarlett. I mean,
trying to end that man's marriage?
I am. So that way Charlotte could make Andrade full heel. So we would finally know the answers, because we still don't know. But yeah, Scarlett made him shave the beard. Like, shave it. Things too prickly. He's like, yes, my dear. So says the final testament. I was like, I'm with it. I like it.
So
I'm amused.
Kross gets that victory, and then they proceed to, stomp him out, walk him dry. And the save comes from Odyssey Jones, making his Monday Night Raw debut after being on the roster for 9.5 years.
That's BA. That's BA and Dub level of I don't like work.
Oh yeah,
I get it. I get it, man.
Amounts.
They probably walked up to Odyssey Jones and catered and said, "Hey, we got something for you tonight." And he was like, "I'm on my 5th plate. What you mean you got something for me?"
Right.
What?
If I move, I'll vomit. Yeah. Like I have to. Y'all gotta give me this food.
I gotta do what?
It's like don't eat, then go into the pool.
Yeah.
Right. Shit, don't eat and run around.
Yeah, they definitely say he's over 400 pounds now. I'm like,
they said like in catering, they got like a thing of steaks that's like the size of a trash can, and it's just
they call it the Odyssey.
Filet mignons, just piled up, bunch of meat, no pause.
Give it to me.
Crazy.
The Odyssey.
And Odyssey Jones just been there for 14 years, just filet mignon every Monday, asparagus, extra garlic sauce, like, and they're like, "Yeah, you got to work tonight." He's like, "I am working. I make sure y'all
working on finish this T-bone."
He's like, "I knock down your guys' food food waste number by like 30% every year. Like, no, obviously you're a wrestler. I'm a what? No, I don't do that no more. No.
I barely
All right,
did that
just
in
go out there and
NXT.
run into people.
He's like, wait, so I got to go out there and like do stuff with other wrestlers? Is Shinsuke out there? He was out there last time I was out there. No.
Just go out there and run into people. All right, I guess I can do that. See, he need no moves. Just boo. Odyssey Jones.
Odyssey Jones
They
ain't
should've
been in
made
the
him do
ring
hip
so long.
flip.
Last time Odyssey Jones was in the ring was Karrion Kross's first run at WWE.
Last
He
time
was in
Odyssey
NXT.
Jones was in the ring, it was the original NXT, not 2.0, not whatever it is now.
You ain't lying.
NXT's gone through 2 rebrands since last time Odyssey Jones was in the ring.
Crazy.
Karrion Kross has been fired, joined Control Your Narrative, got rehired.
Became a gimp, became a sex slave.
Like half the
Escape
roster
that.
got released and came back pretty much. All the tricky
Nia
guys.
Jax was fired, rehired, and now is a champion. Odyssey Jones is like,
Wesley
brave
got a
new world.
whole new back in the time that it took since last time Odyssey Jones was in the ring.
That's crazy.
Oh, last time Odyssey Jones
Odyssey
was in the
Jones-
ring, Ronda Rousey was still in the company.
Odyssey Jones been gone so
She
long.
ain't-
Somebody
she
called
ain't
him
into the
Keith Lee. It's like, damn, Keith Lee grew hair. What's it? Like,
I can see that.
we don't
Somebody
all
saying
look
that.
alike, brother.
Last time Odyssey Jones wrestled, Big E was wrestling.
That's true. Wow.
All that
Do
being
you think they're
said,
trying to replace Big E?
I was thinking that, but then like
Oh yeah.
thinking like seeing how Xavier Woods kind of reacted to the save makes me think they're finally gonna do the thing and
Mm-hmm.
break up the New Day so Kofi can finally go retire.
Oh, I already know this is happening because Kofi did
Because
the
you would turn
cardinal
heel for
sin that you
Scarlett, too.
never do.
We never break it up.
He posted a video, said, "We never breaking up. We're not it's not even a thing, even if there's a fire." And I was like, "Oh, all right." And as soon as he did that, he teased the Judgment Day. He teased LWO. He's like, "We never breaking up." As soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh, they breaking up." I was like, "It's like, have you seen Scary Movie? Have you seen Scream?" Never say, "I'll be back." I'll be back. Oh, you're getting stabbed. You stabbed up. You did.
Facts.
Kofi, we never breaking up. Woods might turn on you tomorrow. We don't even see it on camera. Just go to his house. Hey, what you doing, bro? Just start whipping his ass.
Should Woods turn and join the Final Testament, BA? Your
No.
thoughts?
Nah.
No?
Man, that's awful. And yeah, I don't know. He needs to stay. He needs nothing to do with the Final Testament. That would kill Xavier Woods. It's like all of anything he had built up. Because why?
Okay. Just kind of wondering.
I think he just got to be bad on his own. But
Yeah.
when they do break up, is he heel or face? Is he heel?
I think he'd have to be the heel.
Xavier Woods gonna be the one to do the turn, so yeah, he has to be heel.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have to do a turn. They can just be like, we can't. The New Day is over,
Nah.
and I got to go my own way.
Nah, this got to be a heel turn.
No, it got to be that dastardly breakup.
Yeah, this
to
got to be a heel
catapult.
turn. He's got it. He's got to feel like Kofi wants Odyssey to replace Big E, and he's got to be resentful and just. I mean, it's the year of the hater, so it's got to happen. It's got to happen.
You got me there.
Speaking of the year of the hater, American Made. I hate that name. Just gonna throw that out there.
Ew.
Built Ford Tough. That's the new name. Like a rock.
In the
Like
main
a
event
rock.
of Monday. In the main event of Monday Night Raw, American Made, brother. Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, looking like they're wrestling for Penn State, went against the Wyatt Six, making their debut in the ring, represented by Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and the man with the best dreads in all of wrestling, E-Ray included, Dexter Lewis. And
you said a white man with extensions got the best dread. Where's me and Cedric? Me and Cedric about to jump you. Let's wait.
BA, favorite part of this match.
Lung blower. Pause.
Favorite part of this match?
Was it the moonsault conveyor belt that the American Made did?
That was fire. That was fire. My favorite part though has to be the power bomb that the Wyatt Six did. That the end the match, how they ended the match. That finisher is pretty like it adds to their like creepiness and weirdness. The fact that he power bombed them onto somebody else to pin him, that was pretty dope. So the fact that they're adding in more things to make the gimmick seem feasible in the wrestling world and not just something that you get in promos and videos and vignettes of, all good with me. So yeah,
not mad with that. I will say I was a little disappointed in the Huskus Joe Gacy video. I felt it was it was shorter than every other one, and it kind of felt like an afterthought. And they're like, oh shit, we didn't do the Huskers video, but we about to have them in the ring. Get this done real quick. And then it's like, what was that? What was that? E-Ray, am I off base here? Are you feeling kind of the same?
A little more variant. It was a tad bit short. It didn't really explain much. I would have liked a little more out of him, but that's what we were saying, like what would be the connection? So they kind of did what we thought they would do, just like, all right, we'll make him creepy. And he thinks he's Huskus, the pig. He was a lost wayward soul. But I'll tell you, whatever they did.
Wayward son. Okay.
That's my jam, by the way. Give it back, you know, those guys. I'll just say this. What they lacked in his video package, he made up for in the ring.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
That's
Joe
fair.
Gacy's presentation feels different, and it's when he did the thing, the weird rope dangle, I was like, oh man, it just kind of gave me those shades of Bray Wyatt back. I was like, I appreciated that. And I think, not to replace him, but I think he can do some good stuff to honor the memory of Bray Wyatt and keep that level of like weird creepiness. Dexter Loomis doing the knuckle crawl in the ring was a little much for me. I think
he's
it
been doing
lasted
that
too long.
for like
years but not like that. Not just, I'm gonna follow you now like a remote control car. That felt a little weird. Like, you do it once, cool. A little too much, but still enjoyed it. I thought everything they did, him doing a leg drop off the top rope outside the ring and like broke somebody's spine. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
But yes, the conveyor belt of somersaults, moonsaults was great. And American made. All American Alpha was right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Team Gable.
I'll say this though.
It's right
I'll
there.
say this.
I don't know if it might be like Braun Breaker's music. I don't think it's here to stay, but I don't know.
So you telling me we're gonna get 4 more versions of his name?
We might. That might not stick. They might start it with that, like the Viking Experience, Viking Raiders, the War Raiders. Yeah, all of them.
Forgot that. All
It might become that.
Good
It might be
God.
like, oh, it's the they might, after they get a bunch of shit online. I don't know if I haven't been in the Twitter streets, but I don't know if people are feeling it. American Made is pretty, you know, the population that watches wrestling and tweets about it a lot, they probably like American Made. America.
Yeah.
But I would say All American Alpha would have been great. Shout out to Rico Flamingo for that, or American Alpha.
Yeah,
Again.
just American Alpha 2.0.
What is Jason Jordan doing? He's producing matches, telling people to stop splashing people. He don't miss it. American Alpha now, 2.0.
Yeah,
I will say,
great way to get Jason Jordan back on screen if you wanted to be.
Yeah, outside of the run-ins, I get it. And then I just remember when the Judgment Day first came out, we were not thrilled with that name, and it's now like I couldn't imagine them dudes being anything else.
That's fair.
And so
We said the same thing about
I will say
Gunther
that.
on that name change.
true that.
There we go.
Yeah, we did.
Gunther. I didn't really care. I don't think. I was like, it was Walter. I just didn't like that Vince changed. It felt stupid because he was already on the main roster as Walter. But
Right.
that was my gripe about it. But the name itself, whatever. Judgment Day, though, yes. I was like, the Judgment Day? I was like, that doesn't really make sense. But
Right.
as they evolved, maybe. American Made could be great. But I don't think it hits the same. But we'll see.
Yeah,
I might come in here 6 months from now like, America! Fuck yeah!
Here to save
Just
the
might.
Big
motherfucking
old
day.
Ford tough. Yeah, all that. Like a rock.
Okay, all right. Enough of all of this shit. Can we get to the best professional wrestling show on weekly television?
Yeah.
Hit the music, E.
Oh, yeah, man. You know what time it is. It's your boy, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, with the fellas, and we are grooving, moving and grooving to, that's right, NXT. Woo! WZAK NXT 205. Playing all the graps, all the jams.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Night 2 of the Great American Bash. Started off with a Hank and Tank Love Fest. They were just putting those guys over as hosts because they did a damn good job. And again, more great comedy act. But to start off this show, we got Trick Willie versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne back at it. Really good match. One of Trick's better matches on free television, in my opinion. And I don't know what they're doing with Pete, since they got him beefing with motherfuckers on 2 different shows. But I'm invested. I am invested. BA, are you here for a Pete Dunne double run?
Hell yeah. It's because I don't
Double
know.
done run.
Right. I don't know what to expect. That's as far as where it's gonna lead. And I'm a Peter Dunne fan. I like Peter Dunne. He embodies all the anger that I do not show the world, and he's showing it all right now. He's healing off left
Peter
and
Dunne's
right.
character is Inner Black Rage.
You said it, not me. But yeah, you feel me. So with that said, yes, I am here for the Peter Dunne double show mayhem, because we don't know what it's gonna end up being.
E-Ray, Ethan Page
Yes, sir.
versus Peter Dunne. How you feel about it?
Ooh,
I'm into that. That's something I could be into. It sucks though, because it's so. Sometimes you just get into these perfect spots, but you get into them too soon. Because technically, that would be like a great match down the line, and Peter Dunne take that belt. But right now it's too early, so I would love to watch it. But of course, we kind of already know the conclusion or foregone conclusion in that match, because I still think they're going this route where they're making Trick work for it. So it's all gonna move back around to Trick.
These tricks
But,
gotta work, man. You know,
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
because it's hard out here
But-
for a pimp.
When you're trying to get the money for the rent.
You see it.
I know. It's crazy. You just have to let Pete do his thing. And he had a good match. Like you said, one of Trick's better matches. I want to say Pete Dunne winning was pretty surprising to me. I was like, oh,
100%.
Yeah,
all right, he doesn't need to win, number one, because he's in 2 different feuds with this new character. So I'm like, bet I'm really liking this now because it helps both. It helps Trick establish like, okay, he doesn't just win everything, and it establishes Dunne's turn. Like, okay, great.
And it doesn't hurt Trick at all. Trick doesn't hurt at all from losing to a guy like Pete Dunne, who held the NXT UK title for damn near 700 days. I don't know. I never watched the show, but that's what people tell me. But yeah, like that, again, a good match. And yeah, Peter Dunne winning was like, oh, I guess we're doing something. Because you kind of figure like, oh, he'll lose this, and then he'll just go back to, where is he, Raw or SmackDown? SmackDown. And then lose to Sheamus at some point, because you're not really going to do anything with him for a while. Be like, oh, he wins this? Now you wonder, is he going to beat Sheamus too? Because that's what I would do.
No, he's on Raw.
Where the fuck ever?
Because I only know that because Sheamus was going against Ludwig Kaiser.
Okay, you're right.
Who is also on Raw.
Where the fuck ever?
Put it together. Yeah, anywho.
Yeah, I would have him pop up on Raw, pop up. And then he beats Sheamus again. And you're like, oh, Peter Dunne is on a run. There it is.
He beat his ass. Yep.
He's on a run. And then an NXT title shot feels justified for him. And also an IC title feels justified for him too. You beat a 8-time world champion like Sheamus, the options are open at that point. And then also you have the option of getting your ass beat by Bronson Reed too. So options are wide open for Peter Dunne.
True.
After the victory over Trick Williams.
They did that recently though, actually. Where them two went against each other. Like literally just happened a couple weeks ago.
Great match.
But
run it back.
Maybe. But the only problem here with the title type deals is that we got so many fresh title runs now because so many belts changed hands. There's no room for Pete Dunne to actually take a belt.
Oh no, not at all.
That's the sucky part.
Yeah. Well, and
literally within the last month, all the belts changed. So like, all right, well. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep working the gimmick. Keep it heel, keep it tight. Murder night. So good job. Pete Dunne won his second, on night 2 of Great American Bash. And I love that. He said like, figure it out. Yeah, don't know what he's talking about. He just keeps saying that to people. But
and then Trick ran up on him backstage and said, Pete, figure this out. And then hands. I was like, restoring the feeling. I love it. But
yeah, no wrestling.
From one English wrestler to 2 others. Of course, I'm talking about Gallus. Of course, Joe Coffey had a great match with one guy who, you know what happens if you say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah, that was the worst clap ever.
I had something in my head.
That was.
Yeah, you should just not even bother. You should just not show up.
I'm going to say it. That was a flaccid clap, BA.
I'll just sit on my hands.
You came to the. You like get yourself a stranger. BA came to the party. I was like, I brought plates. Nigga, get out.
Right.
BA showed up like, hey guys, sorry I'm late. I didn't want to be here.
I am Mr. Napkins and forks and paper plates.
Well, I bought a cup. It's one cup.
It's for me.
With your name on it. It says BA's the greatest dad. Are you putting yourself over at my party? You didn't bring shit. Yeah. Keep passing that drink.
Keep passing that drink over to the world's greatest dad.
Right.
Who's that? Me.
Who does it say? Read it again.
Who's holding the mug?
That's crazy.
I love it.
Yes. Okay. I gotta ask, what was the most surprising thing to you of this Joe Coffey, Joe Hendry match? Battle of the Joes. Joe Button and Joe Biden might have popped up right there somewhere too.
Don't forget about Fat Joe.
Just all the Joes. It's just a fucking university of Joes. Every Joe, the Joe-averse.
The Joe. The most surprising thing in this match to me, the different chants that the crowd came up with just for I Believe. Like, we've seen people chanting the I Believe and doing the song and everything. This NXT crowd putting themselves over because they went to the school of BA. We're like, all right, we got to find different ways to say we believe. And they came up with at least 3. That was it for me. I was like, oh, this is different. He over. This, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time.
Yeah, they were screaming the song. I was like, this is like a fucking rock concert. It's just going crazy.
Yeah.
I was amazed. BA, what was yours?
The fact that Joe Coffey got in like the 0 to little offense on the amazing finessing of Joe Hendry in the ring. That was the biggest shocker to me. He made Joe Coffey look like lesser than. But I get why he's there, and I even read in a comment that they used to be in a faction together in whatever overseas outfit they were in together, which is interesting. Yeah, so yeah, it was that was the thing, is just how over Joe Hendry is, to the point where they made Joe Coffey look like the putty on fucking Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
He's not just over in TNA. He's over, and he's like probably a top guy over there.
I think he's over more everywhere else. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
funny part.
He's not this over. And it's so crazy because 3/4 of the country doesn't get Access TV at all.
They need to fix that.
All
TNA.
Shameless self-promotion. Shout out to BA. Same shit. He put himself over so much that the world started believing it. I was like, this guy's got to be a big deal. I want to get in on the fun.
Wave your hands from side to side and say, I love it.
I love this.
One of my favorite things about every Joe Hendry match is his finisher. A guy who's only like 6'3", having a legit chokeslam as a finisher is just hilarious to me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think them calling it standing ovation is great too.
Yes. He picks them up as he chokeslam them. I know that sounds stupid, but when you see it, you'll know what I'm saying. Just the help up that he gives them to make that chokeslam look even more serious, I guess.
Question. Better chokeslam. Joe Hendry, Jelly Roll.
That Jelly Roll chokeslam, yo. One-handed.
Sold that shit.
One-handed.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Theory has sold a chokeslam, a stunner. I'm trying to think what he might be the best seller in the company now. That stunner he took, he went crazy. He jumped up in the air, got 3 bicycle kicks, and then he fell to the ground. I was like, damn. That was a great show.
The way they have Austin Theory sell for everybody that either comes back or is a special guest, when he gets a world title run, it's going to be a long run. They gave him the spot with Brock in the Elimination Chamber where he got F5'd off the top of a pod. That Stone Cold spot at Mania, this Jelly Roll spot. Vincent the Egg. You remember that?
Where's my egg?
Yeah, when he gets a world title run, it's going to be a long one. But that being said, Joe Hendry cut a promo of, hey, I'm going to be here for a while. Like they always say, don't invite the devil in your backyard. He might like it and want to stay. Joe Hendry decided he wanted to stay. Now, let me ask you this question. E-Ray, as your mouth is full of food. Joe Hendry versus Ethan Page. NXT title. Are you for it?
Absolutely.
Are you for it soon? Strike while the iron's hot?
Thinking. Absolutely.
Third question. Would you pull that title off of Ethan Page?
You can't do it. You can't, but you can't do it, but I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad to tease. Fuck it. Because when you have Joe Hendry in anything, it's only going to make him a bigger star.
Facts.
Big win, lose, whatever. His wrestling is fine. His wrestling is like Dolph Ziggler. It's like you're just like, oh, I'm entertained by it, but the character is so good that everything else is magnified, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him and Ethan Page would have so much fun in the ring, and then the story they're telling, and then the stuff leading up to it.
The promos would be excellent.
The in-ring concert about Ethan Page.
You might get that in like 2 months, man. Yeah, like you might get that.
I was thinking let me ask you that same question. Because we know E-Ray will cape for anybody named Ethan. So, truthfully, Ethan Hawke could show up to NXT right now, and E-Ray would be like, "Put the North American title on him right now."
That guy was in Training Day. Put him over.
It's gotta happen.
Thanks.
Daybreakers. Put him over.
Assault on Precinct 13, the remake.
Come on,
put him over.
Come on, man. Oh, you cooking now? Saucy. I was a saucy in San Antonio. With a little crawfish. I see what you're doing there, BA. I see what you're doing there, Dub.
So yeah,
you know.
So BA, would you take the title off of Ethan Page and put it on Joe Hendry?
Not right this second, but in like a month and a half, 2 months. That's what I'm talking
about. The next PLE.
not tomorrow.
I mean, I don't know. W, you ask these crazy questions. I got to make sure I'm answering these within the context of them. So I'm sorry.
I didn't ask you if you were picking Ora Mensah to win the title off of Ethan Page on a Tuesday. I asked you if you were going to pick the most over guy in wrestling, not named Roman Reigns or Dominic Mysterio, to beat Ethan Page at a PLE. It's not that crazy of a question.
It's not. But it was not broken down to me in that fashion. But I digress. But I agree with you.
Cut his nuggies up. Cut my chicken nuggies.
Yes, and dip them in barbecue sauce, please.
And do the choo-choo train noise.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Joe Hendry deserves that spot. There's no other babyface more over than him on that roster right now. Let's just be completely real.
There's nobody on that roster more over than him. No one.
Facts.
There's hardly anybody in the company more over than him. Like, who's more over than Joe Hendry? Roman Reigns, Dominic Mysterio, Cody Rhodes,
CM Punk. There's about maybe 5 to 10. Randy Orton. Like, there's a few.
But these are guys that have been around for damn near decades. As far as
so I think him and like LA Knight are probably at the same like pop level, and I think he might edge out LA Knight a bit.
I think he would as well.
LA Knight versus Joe Hendry. Everybody in the arena will lose their voice. Those pops will be inside.
Oh yeah.
Wave your I'll be going crazy.
Oh, Joe Hendry doing a Joe Hendry concert. Just LA.
Joe Hendry's gonna pop up on Raw or SmackDown like within the next year. I'm surprised he wasn't just in Cleveland randomly and just.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Cleveland.
Amazing. It's only a matter of time before they call the owner of TNA in the office. Like, how much for this contract? Can we just? Can we skip the bullshit here?
Right.
The bullshit of Mohican trinkets.
Like,
how much for the contract?
He's not even your biggest guy. He's not even that over here. Give him to us.
How much for the contract? Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Y'all got Moose on y'all roster. Let us have him. Y'all don't care. Just let us have him.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of TNA, did you guys see that Mustafa Ali pretty much left the company?
Yeah.
Saw that he was working with WWE and said, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this again.
He pulled a Joe Biden and said, my fellow Americans, we've done way great things in this division, but my obligations after that, don't expect to see me no more on TNA.
I'm out. Deuces. I hate them niggas, so I'm out. Well, speaking of haters,
AEW coming soon.
Mustafa Ali could do some work in AEW.
I think so. And he's worked on his character. This like senator gimmick is funny. I like it.
Bro, it's so good. It's so good.
I like it. he was just cooking it up with the North American and NXT before he asked for his release.
And then he figured it out quickly.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Good shit.
But speaking of hater shit, guys, we have a new entrant in the Hater of the Year rankings.
Not named Peter Dunne?
Not named Peter Dunne.
Got it.
Obviously, number one is solidified. That is, of course, one Drew McIntyre. But probably popping in. He might have shot straight to 4 or 3. I'm talking about the homie Wes Lee. MSK gets the rematch for the tag titles they never lost against Fraser Axiom, Fractions. I just invented something.
Exponents.
Yep. Fractions and Exponents.
Angles.
That is the name of that team now. No more mass superheroes.
Numbers.
Fractions and Exponents. In a match that was so insane, it was hard to keep up with. And I don't mean that as an insult at all. Yeah. It felt like watching a Dragon Ball Z fight. And fractions and exponents and equations
and numerals
come out with the victory after Frazier holds up. He holds up Zach Wentz and says, "Kick him again." Actually hits him with that golden ratio, which I finally found out what that meant. It's an equation of like geometry of like perfect symmetry. I just found that out.
We don't want math. We want grab. I'm just fucking shit.
Coming from the guy who counts money all day.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do that shit.
counts other people's money. Go, and the 1 and the 2 and the 3. Gotta start over. 3 million. Like,
3 for me. So how much of my investment make me, Mr. Adams? Make you. That's not how this game works.
Let me crunch the numbers.
I wish I was this big of a heel at work.
13% of 0.
Stealing people's money under their face.
You go do a
DBI.
Scrooge McDuck lap in a pool of coins.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's not $1 million title behind VA. That's just his actual belt.
I put on with my pants. Y'all wear Gucci. I wear the $1 million belt.
He just wears that with his suits.
He's like, how much for that precious heirloom? This is not for sale, sir. It's priceless. Everybody's got a price.
Damn right.
I love it.
Uncle Ted.
Wes Lee betrays his brothers and the Rascals. Did anybody see this coming?
Not
to this degree.
Not at all.
No.
If you wouldn't have tipped it off that something major was going to happen, I wouldn't even know. My mind would have been blown. So I knew something was going to happen. And then I was like, oh, somebody's going to show up. Then I was like,
I thought the Motor City Machine Guns were going to show up.
I thought
it was just them.
I was trying to think.
Titles.
I was like, oh, TNA. I was like, maybe Chris Bay. It's like, something crazy like that.
ABC showing up. That would be fun.
So I was excited, and then I seen Trey Miguel step away, and I was like, and he wasn't wearing the clothes. I thought he was about to go like, you know what? I don't need you losers. And MSK becomes a thing, and then Trey Miguel.
I kind of thought that might happen.
And then next thing you know, he got the most intense thrust kick to the jawline. And I was like,
so here's when I kind of thought something might happen as far as the turn goes. When the match was over, Trey Miguel was like legitimately crying, and you were like, this might be the last time those three are all together. But like, you know, you don't know why at that point. But that thought just kind of ran through my mind. I was like, because they asked Joe Hendry earlier, like, you know, how'd you feel about your time at NXT? As if this whole thing is kind of coming to an end. And I was like, oh, this is the end of their story together. And then it was.
maybe. Because I feel like he's going to wrestle both of them and try to kill them both.
Oh, he's gonna kill both of them, yeah.
I mean, he kind of did already. And the way he just anime villain. I'm trying to think. The closest thing I could think about to this happening that you both would realize or know was the scene in Kill Bill where the dude flicks his hair and then he looks over all like dead-eyed before he flicks a fucking lit cigarette to a thing of gasoline. Everything explodes when they were doing the anime section of Kill Bill.
Yeah.
The way he just like kicked the dude's face off and then just like he was so pleased with himself. I was like, this thing is crazy. All because he ain't win no title. He is the ultimate sore loser. So BA was right about that. But if you're gonna take this energy into murdering your friends, oof, I guess he's YMW Melly. I'm just saying.
So BA, do me and E have to worry about this next year at the Mania party? I need to know.
Someone else got the trivia wrong.
Because you were way more happy about this than anybody else in the internet.
Yes,
you were just like,
I was, man, because I get not made fun of, but I get crap for shitting on shit, you know? And finally, it was like he hurt.
Like a man legitimately not being able to walk, and you're like, he faking. His spine is okay. I seen him.
Like he's walking
selling
now.
that shit like Jacob Fatu.
He just playing. He ain't really need that wheelchair.
His spine hanging out like fucking Sub-Zero got to him.
He wouldn't be wearing shoes if he didn't need them. He can just walk around.
Look at them shoes. Them not orthopedics. He's fine. He would enjoy another flip.
No, man.
He's been in a wheelchair for 7 years like Stephen Hawking, and you're like,
stand up.
Still don't believe it. Whatever.
Right.
Like, this is not real.
Lies.
Yeah, it's real.
Attention.
I am real.
You just want attention. But with all that being said,
this is how you can tell BA has small children. You just want attention.
Oh man. So yeah, the excitement was like it's like having two kids, right? Wes Lee and Ricochet. And I've shit on Ricochet so much to the point where he left the company.
I was like, wait, you have two kids. Where you going with this?
But these two particular kids.
Which one's Avery and which one's Journey?
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Not that big of a hill.
Yeah, put yourself over now, B.
Nope. The father in me is like, you better not. You better not.
But the devil on the shoulder definitely has an answer.
Never mind. I'm not gonna give any energy to that. Wow.
I got nothing.
Wow.
Oh, I broke the show. I'm sorry, guys.
But my children aside, Wes Lee became my favorite child on Tuesday night. I'm proud of him. I'm excited to hear the promo he cuts next Tuesday when he explains his actions. He shouldn't even.
Shut up! I'm watching your brother.
Matter of fact, I don't even want him to explain
He himself
nothing.
over as a father of people he hasn't fathered.
He's like Christian.
It's the BA patriarch, man. It's the BA patriarch.
I gotta learn how to put myself over like this.
To be atriarch. Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey man, Wes Lee needs a manager. I'm open for hire.
So
I got nothing going on Tuesday nights outside of watching them.
BA, my
carry
only
on his
request
favorite
is
son.
when you turn heel on us, just super kick me. You can kick E-Ray in the ball. Just super kick me. Please.
And talk to me all close. It's your fault. You left me. That's what he gonna say to me. Because I left Cleveland. Balls
You
kick.
must be a Cleveland.
Super kick me and throw me through a wall. Yell at him for leaving you in Maple.
I'll show you Hollywood E.
BA done did this in his mind 8 times since you. Oh shit. NXT. Oh my god. That is gonna be the craziest way. That's gonna be the last podcast. That's how we end this thing.
Me to going heel.
Yep. BA turns heel. Super kicks Dub in the face. For years of fucking torture. Shut up. You left me in Cleveland. The show's no more. And he just super kicks the camera.
Yep.
And then we fade to black. And then Kansas comes on. Carry on, my favorite son. And it's BA just doing a solo on top of our bodies. Carry on. Like, when did he learn how to play the guitar? Just for this moment. Carry on.
I only know these keys, brother.
Learning that one riff.
Only chords I know.
Putting himself over in the craziest way. And that's how we end the pod.
Oh, that is how we're going to end this pod. Ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
This has been another insane episode of Let Me Book the Territory. I don't even know where to go from there. Guys, go to letmebookpod.com. Get you some merch. If you didn't get some from BA at SummerSlam, only Slam stickers, coasters, t-shirts. Please get merch for as long as we have a pod until BA super kicks me and kicks E in the balls for leaving him.
You left me, Cleveland. You see that tornado yesterday? I should have been out of here. Maybe it's the smell.
Don't forget to hit the like button, give us a rating, give us a review. We'll read it live on the air. Shout out to the Mumbai Hive, all the people in India. We were at the GCW show and saw the gender, aka Raj, the Maharaja, and the reunion of the Bollywood boys.
You didn't tell me that. That's hard.
Other than that, guys, until next time, DJ, take us out of here.
What can I say except you're welcome?
And we out.